Simon, the club has made some great advancement in recent times, but what does this win do for the club?
Probably just continues to build some belief about the pathway forward of what we're trying to create. I think most of the season we've been terrific in trying to establish the way that we want to play. Always hasn't resulted in wins, but it's giving us opportunities to win. And I just thought the boys tonight were just terrific. To be 24 points down and to fight back and to win like that was really pleasing. What
caused the turnaround, in your opinion?
Probably just the players' mindset. We made a few changes. Our coaching staff were outstanding. I thought we made some moves with the ruck and also around the midfield area, and they seemed to get momentum. But I thought our tackling pressure as a team just went through the roof, and we willed our way back into the game by half-time.
What was the focus for you, leading into this game? Because you're tagging, with Bernie Vince.
Yeah, look, we've got an enormous amount of respect for Rory Sloane. I think he's a terrific player, and Bernie his 200s, we just thought it was a really good match-up to try and tag Rory. Defensively, we had to be really sound. The Crows are a high-scoring team, and I thought, when we got the ball in our forward 50, I thought our pressure from our forwards, our ability for our defenders to get the ground set up the way that we wanted. We had to defend extremely well, and I think they end up kicking 9 goals for the game. So that was a terrific performance defensively for the team.
Can you talk to us about what you changed in the ruck? Obviously, you went in without a specialist ruck when you lost the hit-out count by 50, but you'd argue you probably really won the clearance battle for the second half of this match.
Yeah, we probably thought Cam Pedersen was giving us a little bit more around the ground, so our ability to send Tommy McDonald forward and play Pedo and Watsy in the ruck, probably worked both ways. Helped us in the ruck a little bit, and also with Tom forward, he gave us a really good target inside 50. So, we changed a few things up, and our coaching staff were really proactive. When you get 24, might have been a bit more points down, you need to start, trying to find a way to get back into the game.
Did you learn much from the North Melbourne game last week?
A little bit. It's a different game, a different ground to play at down in Hobart. It's there's a big breeze that blows one way, but there's certain things that we took out of that game. When a side has a great result like North Melbourne did, you look at how they went about it and how they played, and for our guys to implement some of those things, but also to play the brand that we want to play around the contest was very good.
So with Bernie's job on Rory Sloane, it didn't seem like it was just Bernie. Obviously he was on him most of the time, but there was a lot of physical pressure from all of the midfielders on him. Was that sort of obviously a ploy to go into the game to try and put Rory off his game?
Yeah, look, it wasn't just to put Rory off. We gave Bernie the job, but ultimately as a team, we wanted a role completed, and Bernie played his part of that, and the rest of the team did as well. And we know he's a really important player for him, but I think to put it all onto one thing, I think would be unfair. I thought the team, the way we tackled, and the way they were able to play their roles was very good.
He kicked probably what might be the goal of the year, but apart from that, Clayton Oliver's game was just superb yet again. How are you sort of seeing his development 8 rounds into the season? Yeah,
he's come along really well, Clay. We're starting to play him a little bit forward at times now too, but his contest work and his ability at stoppages was excellent again tonight, and he's only going to get better and better. He's showed a bit of dash tonight, which was pleasing to see.
Simon, when halfway through that second quarter, when the Crows really looked like they were coming, did you make any structural change, or did you just have faith in your defence there?
We had a lot of faith in our defenders. I thought Oscar McDonald and Sam Frost did a good job for us. We made a few little changes, but I thought collectively as a team, when the challenge was laid down to them, they responded, and that's been sort of a thing that's happened throughout the year for us, that when we've been down, we've actually found a way to work our way back into games. And it hasn't always been getting the result, but once again today, this group found a bit when we were down.
And the role that Lewis played today, is that the role you want him to play all year? Because he settled into that role pretty well. Yeah,
he's been terrific, Lou. He, on the wing and in through the midfield, and his leadership and his help of developing our leaders has been first class. So I thought all our leaders tonight played really well.
And when that goal came in Eddie Betts' pocket, which was pretty cheeky, I thought, do you think that was when you thought you were in with a chance you're going to win this?
I probably wasn't comfortable in the chair until 5 minutes to go. We've played a lot of close games this year, so to win the way we did was great for the footy club.
Probably the only downside was seeing Jade Hunt taken off in a Medicab. Can you give us an update on his condition?
Yeah, he just suffered some concussion. He's up and moving around. Actually had a pretty reasonable conversation with him, so he'll get assessed during the week, and we'll see how he goes for the back end of the week.
You mentioned you've lost a few close ones. I suppose until this game, has belief been in really close games against good opposition a bit of an issue, and what do you think this does for the belief of the group?
I think it's just, as I said during the week, we're still a developing team and we're still maturing into the team that we want to become, and along that journey you face a lot of hurdles, you face injuries, suspension, close games, and you learn and grow from those experiences, and we're a team that's going through that this year, and I thought, once again, to the boys' credit, you can get in a position like this where you can lose morale pretty quickly as a footy club when you're continually losing close games. But the way they responded on an away game today shows that they've got plenty of belief about where they're going.
Those McDonald boys seem to have an understanding with each other. Do you want to keep them together in the same part of the paddock?
Oh, well, Oscar did a terrific job today, but we ended up moving Tom forward. So we separated them pretty quickly at one stage of the game. So, I thought they both, played their role really well for the team. Oscar's a really young key position player that's still developing his game, and I thought Tom moved forward for us and contributed strongly.
Simon, Melbourne has been crunched quite a bit in recent years, or for a long time now. Do you think the difference also is the fact that they seem to be enjoying their footy?
Yeah, our past has been spoken about a lot, and for me it's irrelevant to where we're going. And this group, it's not even something that we talk about. They're really focused on what they want to actually become in time, and tonight was one little step, to where we want to go. It's 1 week. We've got to get back next week against North Melbourne and go again, because this competition is unrelenting. So we've got to enjoy this one, but we've also got to prepare really well for next week.
There was something unusual tonight, Simon, with only 2 central umpires left at the end of the game. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I think I knew one went off when Bernie they had a collision. So I didn't notice, to be fair.
You had no trouble covering up for the loss of Kelly. I mean, we thought you'd have a trouble there, but you seemed to cover up for him pretty well.
So who's that?
The fellow who was sick today.
Hogan.
Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan. We did. Sam Wiedemann came in the team, and I thought Sam, he didn't have a lot of possession, and he didn't hit that, but he tackled really strongly, and he competed aerially for us, and he brought our smalls into the game. So structurally, he was really important to us in the forward 50.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.